In the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah writes a letter to the exiled people of Israel as they are exiled out in the land of Babylon, this really rough, terrible pagan culture. And he tells them ultimately that they are to be a people of hope in this exiled land. And he gives them a few instructions. He says, you're to plant gardens, you're to get married, and you're to have children. I think in our world today, it's really easy to look out at all of the problems, all of the suffering, all of the pain that exists. But we, as Christians, as followers of Jesus, are called to be people of hope. And the hope isn't just this abstract reality, but it's meant to be this lived reality in our actions, our daily lives. And one of the best ways that we as parents, as families, as people of the church get to live this reality of hope is in the way that we disciple and raise up our children to also become followers of Christ. Children, young people are going to be discipled into something. They're always going to be learning, they're always going to be growing into something. And as the church, as these people who are supposed to live out this hope, we need to make sure that we are taking an active role in that discipleship to facilitate their spiritual growth, to help them grow into these mature followers of Christ. Right here we have our next gen team. Will and Sam and Morgan. Would you guys mind kind of sharing a little bit about the importance of faith growing up in your families?
Yeah. You want to go first?
Sure. So I did not grow up in a family that went to church, or I did not get raised in the faith. I didn't come to know the Lord until I was 24, I think it was, 23, 24. And so for me, all throughout my childhood, the Lord placed people within my life. So when I did get told about the Lord, it was when I went to church with a friend. I had sleepovers and I went to their church with them on Sunday mornings, or a teacher, or throughout my life there was always these seeds, but I didn't really get it since I wasn't raised in the faith. But then in my 20s, that's when I started really going to church and pursuing, what's the purpose of my life here. And so for me, that's where my passion for serving children comes from, is that, I know what it's like to not grow up in the faith and how important it is. And so the Lord really put that hunger to be somebody that can plant those seeds for kids for the rest of my life. That's, where my heart and my mission comes from. So.
Yeah, and I think that really speaks to, I think that there's a lot of people that, they don't have kids. Their kids are out of the house. Like, who cares about children's ministry? I don't have kids. Like, it's not just a parent thing. It's an entire church thing to disciple the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had the exact opposite experience. So I was raised in the church. My family always went to the church. They were always involved in lay ministry. And I met many of the best friends that I've ever had through the church. It was when I was in college trying to get a degree to do vocational ministry that I ended up meeting my wife. The church has been, this sounds kind of cheesy, but it's been this solid foundation for me as I have moved through life and as I have navigated relationships and grown into the adult human person that I should be. So it's an honor for me to now be able to turn around and also help bring up the youngins into that same system of values.
So our desire as a church is to see Christ revealed and people restored. And more specifically within our ministries is to see children restored. So as a next generation ministry team, our desire is to walk alongside you as parents to help in the discipleship process, to help grow your kids closer to the Lord and to walk in relationship with Him from a young age. Because like Sam and Will said, not having that from a young age or having that from a young age makes a world of a difference in the long run.
So we here at Restoration Park Church, we want to be a church where our young people are discipled, where everyone is discipled, from cradle to grave. We can be a place where everyone is gathered around our children to help raise them up into this mature Christian faith so that they can turn around and raise up future children into this mature faith. We just really want to be a place, true to our name, a place of restoration where we see children restored and Christ revealed.